Hey everyone! Welcome to my first ever video. I've never made one before, but as I'm about to start this new journey, I wanted to document it and blog about it and let other people who will be doing what I'm going to do see my results and see how I manage on it. So today I picked up my first prescription for Roaccutane. If any of you don't know what that is, it's a very strong tablet that you take daily for between 4 and 6 months, depending on how severe your case is. And it's to help clear up acne, scarring, all of this. Now, I'm 30 years old. I turned 30 just a month and a half ago. And as you can see, my face isn't how it should be, you know. And this hasn't just started. It's not just been adult acne. I've had this since I was 13 years old. Since 13, that was the last time that I had clear skin. The doctors have put me on tablets. They've put me on, antibiotics. And when it hasn't worked after 3 months, they turn around and say, oh, well, I'll give you another 3 months worth because sometimes it can take longer to clear. It never did, and it never worked. And then when I did have infections and things like this, my body wouldn't take to it because, I was immune to it, really. So the doctors took me off the antibiotics, finally, and gave me creams, they gave me lotions, and nothing ever worked. Nothing. And this was going on for 15 years, because when I got to 15 years old, I thought, it's getting worse. It was so painful, that acne I was getting. I remember sitting in the kitchen in a chair, and I had my swimming club hoodie on, pulled up to my chin, and someone took a picture of me. And when you see that picture now, you can see how bad it is then, and that's 15 years ago, and how it affected me. You can see it in my face. You can see how painful it is. I've spent not hundreds, probably thousands of pounds on skincare from all of the shops. I've tried Clear Skin, I've tried Tea Tree, I've tried L'Oreal, I've tried this, I've tried that, I've tried everything. I've even tried Proactive, and that's not cheap. And I got it for a year and a half, because I was convinced, no, it works for everyone else, so why wouldn't it work for me? It didn't work for me, and while I was on it, I fell pregnant with our daughter in 2014, and because of some of the ingredients in the Proactive, I couldn't use it. Some people say, yeah, you can use it, it's all right when you're pregnant, but a lot of other doctors are saying, no, don't use it. And I thought, okay, I'm pregnant, I'm gonna get the glow, my skin's gonna clear. I was living in Greece at the time, my husband's Greek. My skin was better, but it was never clear of it, and I wore makeup every day. I couldn't leave the house without makeup on. Even just to go to the supermarket, even opening the door for a parcel, If I didn't have makeup on, I felt really self-conscious, because wherever I went, I always felt that they're not looking at me, they're looking at my face, they're looking at my spots, they're looking at the redness, they're looking at the pussy spots on my face. They're not looking at me and who I am. They're looking at what they see. And it was how they looked that upset me. I would cry. I would get very low. It's not just on my face, it's on my back. It goes down my arms, it's on my chest. I've even had it underneath my arm, to the point where it was so painful, it was so swollen, that doctors thought that it was actually a tumour. I had to go for scans, everything like this. And then the doctors told me it's a sebaceous cyst. This was 2 years ago. And then finally, my doctor 3 months ago finally referred me to the dermatologist. After years of me asking, send me, please, send me. I need something else done with it. I need help. And finally, they sent me. And that's when I found out that what was a sebaceous cyst under my arm isn't a sebaceous cyst. It's part of the acne. And it got so bad that they put me on antibiotics for it. And it never worked. I still have it. I have scars. And you see the people looking at the stars. You can see it from the side. There. This is it, under my arm. It's still sore, and it still oozes now after 2 years. And it took that final referral after all that time of being asking for it. And when I met the dermatologist, he turned around to me and he said, I can't believe that you doctors have done what they've done. They should have sent you here 15 years ago, when the antibiotics didn't work after 6 months, when the creams didn't work after, 4 months, 6 months. After a year of being treated for acne, 2 years max, they should have referred me to the dermatologist. 13 years after they should have, I got referred. This is me going to the doctors sometimes 6 times a year. They could see that my face wasn't clear. They could see that I was having problems with it, because I was mentioning it every time. And that's when it finally took. It's just crazy, and it upsets me that doctors just think, oh, I'll just give them this, I'll just give them that, when they could just send that person to the right place, and to a place where that consultant, that doctor is actually going to do what should have been done in the first place, and they're going to help you. But as I say, today I was finally given it. Now with Roaccutane, you can't fall pregnant at all. It's so strong that if you were to fall pregnant on it, you would have to get an abortion, because it can give side effects and defects to the baby. So until you've been on the pill for at least 4 to 6 weeks, they won't give you a prescription for it. So I had my first appointment with the consultant 5 weeks ago, and the day after I saw him, I started on the pill, and today I finally got it. And I've got the box here. So I'm on the 20 milligrams, and I'm on 3 tablets a day, and you take them all together after you've eaten or with food. I don't know if you can see them, but they're quite a decent size. So I take 3 of them a day, and they only give you 4 weeks worth at a time, and then you have to go back to the hospital, to the dermatologist. You have to do a pregnancy test. Sometimes you have to do a blood test, and when that comes back negative, then they'll hand you the prescription for the next 4 weeks. The paperwork that comes with the Roaccutane is absolutely ridiculous. There is booklets on the side effects that you have to read. You have to sign the pages to say that you've read them. You get asked by the dermatologist questions, and they have to tick it in the book as proof to back themselves up. That's how insane this medication is. The side effects that he told me today were just dry lips, dry mouth, dry nose, and dry eyes. So he said basically just keep my lips moisturized with Vaseline, my nose, you know, if it gets so bad, I can even use Vaseline for that. And if my eyes become that dry, I need eye drops. But, you know, if it's just for 4 to 6 months and it's gonna help, that's nothing. I've been through child labour twice with only gas and air. If I can do that, I can do this. And yeah, I've got the list of the side effects in front of me, and I don't think I've actually seen the paper from inside a medication box as long as this. I'll show you now. Yeah. And it's double-sided. So I've just sat and read excuse me, through everything. And I've only seen one other girl, an American girl, who has blogged and kept a journal of her Roaccutane journey, which is on YouTube as well. And I'll put her link and her details below because I can't remember off the top of my head right now. And I just thought this is something that I need to do. I've suffered with it for so long, and I'm 30 years old now, and I'm sure that there are so many other 30 plus, you know, even 40-year-olds who are going through the same, and the doctors just are trying to deal with it with antibiotics and with creams, and they're getting nowhere, and they're going out and spending an absolute fortune on skincare products that aren't even going to work. You're just paying for a brand. You're not paying for it to do anything. So this is day one. This is the start. This is what you see now. This isn't the worst. This is actually a good day for my skin, believe it or not. So I'm gonna take my first 3 tablets now, and I'm gonna, you know, do an update every week, and I'll upload the videos so you can see my progress. You can see, you know, the results on a weekly basis. I don't know how long it's going to take for it to start being noticeable, so that's why I'm gonna take a picture every day, and from that I should be able to understand when it's starting to work And for everyone else out there who is, you know, a little on the edge about going on it because of the side effects, because of what kind of a drug it is, I want to do this for you because I want you to see what it could do for you. I want you to know that it'll be worth it. I'm going to tell you all of the side effects that I might have. I'm going to tell you the changes that I notice if I get dry skin, if, you know, I get like this, if I get like that. I'm going to tell you all about it because I want to be honest with you. It's not fair if I turn around and say, oh yeah, it was fine, I had no problems, my skin was lovely and soft, and, you know, I didn't have a problem. No, because that would be lying. I don't think it's going to be like that. I think I'm going to have days where I'm going to have dry skin and my eyes are going to be like the grass is just being cut outside, and, you know, that's how it's going to be. But I just hope that you take this journey with me. And, you know, if you've got any questions, if you want to know anything, if you want to know the consultant, if you want to know, you know, anything like that, just comment below and I'll answer to you. So, yeah, it's not the best lighting right now because it's late and the kids are in bed. So, it's the best time to do this. And the most quietest time to do this. So yeah. As I say, any questions? But I'm gonna be 100% honest with you and show you the good and show you the bad. So thank you very much for watching this video, for hearing me go on for the last 17.5 minutes. I am sorry, but I wanted to tell you my backstory. I wanted to tell you what I've gone through and how long I've gone through it for, because I know I'm not the only one. So here's to day one, and I'll catch you all in a week. Thanks.